Hello ladies and gentlemen and welcome to another video. I am Littica Marek and this is World of Warships, and please ignore the fact that my character's name is Pink. I had a slight ramming accident involving torpedoes and fellow shipmates, but we won't go into that. I'm doing this video with any luck get some of the other daydreamers interested in the game, because it's a very team-oriented game and I would love to be able to play it with some of those. Also, the game looks blaming fantastic. Problem is, my computer at the moment, as I said before multiple times, has no GPU yet. So I have it texted high, it's only at 720p, and I've got pretty much all the optional stuff turned off. I might turn all of the settings on at 1080p and record just a little bit later, so you can see the difference in graphical quality. It is pretty astonishing. I mean, the game, even like this, looks pretty, but pulling out what it should be pulling, it looks fantastic. Realistic as hell. And the smoke trails as well are gorgeous. Anyway, I'll just do a co-op battle. I'm not going to be spending too much time worrying about fighting other people yet. So we'll just do an AI battle. I'm only also in a tier 3 ship, which there are 10 tiers, and like most of the World of games, the deeper in you get, the longer it takes to get new ships. But you can get to the third ship within a couple of hours of playing, really. While things are loading in, it drops down to like 9 frames a second. Good. Look, people. Used to this game being in 1080p. Feels a little. The interface feels a little bit chunky. I'm using the tier 3 cruiser at the moment, and it has a decent amount of cannons, as you can probably see there, but it also has torpedoes. Lots and lots of torpedoes. They only have like a 7-kilometer range, but it's better than nothing. Torpedoes do lots of damage, like 7,000 damage a hit. With your normal cannons, you usually do around 200-300. If you get a citadel hit, which is like usually in the very center of the ship, that's of course usually where the ship is most armored. But if you get a hit, you can do lots of damage as well, especially on the bigger ships, like battleships and stuff. The reticle you can change that in the options menu. I like this one. Not that it helps me range find at all, it's just I like the way it looks. I tend to fire a single shot to just about get an idea of where my shots are going to hit, and then I fire the rest of my stuff. There are lots of shortcut keys, but I tend not to use them. Once I get an enemy in sight, my cannons, to look around, I'll hold right look so my cannons will stay in their position and then look around like that. I think it's something like Shift and C to keep your cannons locked in an area, I'm not sure. Oh, somebody killed him. Back up to full speed then. When you reach rank 3, or rank 4, I'm not sure, you kind of go into the big leagues, and rather than having 6-a-side matches, you have like 10-a-side, and it can get kind of hectic. Here's another cruiser. I have, yes, the wrong type of thing equipped, but okay. You have different type of ammunition. You've got high explosive and armor piercing. I should probably want to be using high explosive right now, but it would take a little while to change. Oh shit. Did I hit him with my torpedoes? When using armor piercing weapons like this, if the enemy doesn't have a lot of armor, you can over penetrate and do a lot less damage. With high explosive you can set them on fire and you can do lots of damage that way. A citadel on this ship is probably about there. So if you hit. Oh, he's going to try and ram me. No, he's going to hit me with torpedoes and I'm going to die. Ouch, I really wasn't paying attention there. Yes, torpedoes can wreck your shit. Did I also kill him in revenge? I think I did, yes. Switch across to the other players who aren't really doing anything much. But say, are those my torps? If they are, I do apologise. Tends to happen a lot. But no, those torps was red. The different signals. You see the ship with the single line through it, that's a cruiser. A ship with two lines through it is a battleship. And the little triangular ships are destroyers. You also have aircraft carriers, but I haven't unlocked any of those, and you won't get them until tier 4 anyway. Battleships are big brutes, and you don't want to be a battleship alone out here like this. Battleships are very slow firing, but they can take a lot of damage. You want at least a couple of cruisers with you, maybe a destroyer as well, because like I said, they fire so slowly. You'll fire one round, if you get a good hit, you'll do loads of damage, but you'll also then take like 15-20 seconds to reload. And in that time you're being hammered by like 2 or 3 other people. And if you're alone, this happens. You get whittled down to nothing. So it's good for a battleship to be support, really. Go back to port. The cruisers work very... the battleship, the destroyers, I'll get it right eventually, work similar to the the cruisers in this respect, only they're more torpedo based. You get in quick, fire your torpedoes and then run away. You can also drop smoke to like make you semi-invisible. Same for you can drop smoke around your friends. It's modules. So you earn ship points, which are those ones, to level your ship up. And you have with free experience, you gain that from doing battles, and you can use that on anything. So I could learn the Tenryu, the mod for this, which will give me more health, more survivability and stuff, and research and then buy it. But I'm not going to. Go back to the tech tree. These are all the ships that you have in the Japanese line. You have the cruisers, straight up cruisers, which goes down to Mark 10. You have the battleships, which goes all the way down to the Yamato. You have carriers, which have fighters, torpedoes, and dive bombers. You have destroyers and another line of destroyers. I think one is good against certain things and the other line is good against others. Ironically, they kind of switch. Like the Tsubaki might be good against highly maneuverable, lots of torpedoes and AAs, while the is it the other way? Hatsuharu, is it Hatsuharu? I think it's called, is better against AAs rather than. So that would be a good support ship, especially around a cruiser, because not a cruiser, what is it? I'm thinking around a lot of things, because certain things are very weak against certain things. Yes, it'd be good against battleships because a lot of the early battleships don't have much in the way of anti-air or any anti-air at all. But the ships are very detailed and very pretty. You can also check how they are armoured as well. So this just has 6 to 20mm armour, 16mm armour all around the ship. Whereas something like the Kawachi, the first battleship you have, has much bigger armour. 16mm armour is its smallest amount, but its highest amount is 229 to 329, which is 279mm armour, and they're protecting the Citadel, 305mm armour. Same for that. Close enough. So this is where the Citadel will be, and if you can get through that, you'll do lots of damage. And now I'm speaking a lot of bullshit is because I'm not a pro at this game, and I'm kind of spewing what I've figured out so far. Don't consider it as gospel. I'm going to quickly change the settings to 1080p and put all of the stuff up as high as I can get it. We're probably going to drop down to like 2 frames a second, but it should look very pretty on those 2 frames a second. Or the game will crash, one of those. 4 and 5 frames a second. Let's get rid of that armor. Yes, this is what the game will look like normally for you people, you beautiful, beautiful people who don't have a potato. Well, it won't be a potato once I get a graphics card in it, but the game is very pretty, the sea looks very pretty, it's very pretty. The only problem is it doesn't have submarines, and I'm a bit sad because I'm a fan of the Soul and Hunter series of games, where you basically a submarine commander and you pilot a submarine and stuff. Yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this, and I'll see you in the next video. If you like this game and want to see more, let me know, and I'll think about doing some more videos on it. Bye, guys.